I enlisted in the Air Corps, and I became a tail gunner on a B-24, and we flew to England, and on our 10th bombing mission, it was a mission bombing Berlin, and on the way back over Holland, we were shot down, and we crash landed in a farm field, and I was taken prisoner of war, and I was a prisoner of war from April the 29th, 1944, to April the 29th, 1945.
Exactly 1 year.
And exactly a year. And while I was in the prison camp, and I didn't know this, my mother had died. And I didn't know it until we were released and eventually got back to the USA. And when I called home, my father answered the phone, and we talked for a while, and I said, "Nah, Dad, put Mom on." And he said, "Tom, I'm sorry, but Mom died." And that was a very, very difficult time for me, that death.
What happened to her? Was it a sudden thing, or had she been ill? Or?
A heart attack, I guess, brought on by the diabetes.
Oh.
But in a letter that we still have, and I'll show it to you, that was written by my father to my brother John in the service, and in it he mentioned about my mother dying, and he said, Tom's missing in action was very, very hard on my mother.
Mm. So they didn't know you were in a prison camp?
No, not. See, the first notice they got was a telegram saying that I was missing in action. And it was months after that that they got the official notification that I was a prisoner of war in Germany. What happened was that the plane was hit by, they called it flak at that time. It was anti-aircraft fire. And the pilot thought that we should bail out, but for some reason he changed his mind because we were losing a lot of gasoline because we had been hit in the gas tanks. And he said for us all to take the crash landing position, and then he crash landed. And later on, one of the, it was Lieutenant Bochicchio, who lived out on Long Island. He told me as we hit the farm field, he saw one of the wheels of the plane going across the field.
Well, you know, that was a pretty good landing then.
It was a good landing.
You know, if you were losing gasoline and it could have exploded,
anything could have happened.
So then what happened once you sort of went off into the forest?
Maybe within an hour or two, a German soldier came with a machine gun.
He was alone?
He was alone. He could have killed us all, you know, because he was outnumbered. Not that we were going to do anything.
Right.
We didn't have any guns.
You didn't have any guns or weapons?
No. And whatever he said in German, we automatically put our hands up. And by that time, other soldiers arrived in a truck, and he took us to the truck, and we got in the truck, and we went to, I think it was an old hospital that the Germans were occupying, and there we were interviewed by a German officer, and he had a British accent. I guess he was went to school in England, and he asked me questions, and we did the what we were told to do: give our name, rank, and serial number. And then he asked me some more questions, and I gave my name, rank, and serial number. And he said, "We're only wasting our time." He said, "You name the airfield where we were at, he said, your mission was Berlin. And he said there was the exact number of planes, like in the group, and where we were supposed to meet the fighter.
He knew all that.
He knew it. He said, we have all this stuff on all the airplanes every day. So they were probably getting information from England, from people who were willing to supply the information.
Wow.
Or they had people working there, whatever.
Spies, I guess, huh?
Huh?
Spies?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And what about your elementary school experience? You went to parochial school.
I did, yeah. We all went to Our Lady of Sorrows. That was about a 7-block walk from home. And, oh, I loved grammar school. That was our social life as well as our education life, you know, because all our friends went to school there, and, you know, I know we had the Fife and Drum Corps, and...
Were you in that?
I was in that.
What did you play?
I played the drums, believe it or not. And my brother played the bugle and played the fife.
Wow.
So we were all not in it at the same time, because there was a couple of years difference. But my brother was an altar boy. We were involved, you know, yeah.
What was your relationship like with your sisters, like with Van?
Well, we all fought, of course.
You did?
Well, I mean, not so, no, we weren't that bad. But usually it was about clothes. And Ellen she was a Lulu. I can remember coming home from work one time and, you know, standing on the bus line. And she was like second in line. I might have been like 10th or 12th. And I see her in a brand new dress of mine that she had on. I could see the dress. I was ready to kill her.
She never asked to wear it, or?
No. No, and I'm sure we had a battle royal when I got home. I can't really remember.
That's funny.
But she used to wait, I think, till Ann and I would leave the house, and then she'd have a ball.
Raid your closets.
Yeah, but we all got over those things, and we all ended up being the best of friends. Yeah.
How did you meet one another? Dad, I'll let you start.
Well, I think Mom should...
Tell that story? Okay.
Well, after the war, like around in the 1945, there were a lot of house parties because, you know, the fellas were just coming home, and that was the way we would all get together. And actually, this house party I went to, they were friends of Tom's family. I really didn't know these people. What was their name?
They were friends of my sister.
Of your sister Winnie. And anyway, I had gone to that party with my friend Tom Grubert because he was friends with them. And anyway, as the evening wore on, I saw this young man standing in the corner, kind of by himself, and he looked pretty nice. And he had on like a navy blue turtleneck, and well, he was in all navy blue, I guess. And I thought, well, he looks kind of like a wise guy, but...
But a cute one.
But a cute wise guy. And I don't even know if I talked to you that night, to tell you the truth.
I don't think so.
But anyway, then the next time we met was at a house party at mutual friends, Richie Hanrahan. And anyway, I think we got talking that night, and I might have given Tom my phone number, and I think you did call me, and But
I recall when I said, would you go out with me? And you said yes, and you gave me the phone number. But she said, don't tell Tom Grubert.